Well, I thought we had great and outstanding preparation for this game. We knew that Tennessee was coming off an emotional loss. We knew that they were going to be very emotional coming into this game, but also comfortable. I thought we got out to a great first half. Without a doubt, one of the best halves we had. But in the second half, we wasn't able to control the game as much, and they were able to live at the foul line, cut the time off, and score. And we were fouling 94 feet away from the basket, which was not becoming of us. Sometimes situations you practice throughout the year, and we've been practicing certain situations, and I credit our team for absorbing all those situations. But sometimes as head coaches, as leaders, when guys are silly, playing around, when you bring it in for a huddle, at the end of practice, there's about 10 basketballs probably being flailed from half court, and I just let it go. And sometimes my assistant coaches are a little bit uptight in that situation, and they want guys to just bring it in. I say sometimes you don't practice shots that can win you games, but we will win a game off a half court shot, which Dre demonstrated at UCF. We didn't know it was coming back. We did not know that, but I credit my team for not panicking. When we wanted to go for twos, we went for twos, and we executed after timeouts, especially with the Kobe isolation play for a layup. And then we were the basketball gods blessed us. They missed the first free throw, and then a lane violation on the second. At that point, I didn't expect of anything to have a lane violation, but our guys were able to see it. We knew we were possibly be up two. They would be up 2, 3, or 4. And it was 3 situations and scenarios. We knew that if we were down 3 or 2, we had to go for the 3-point shot. And that's what we did. And Dre Gholston nailed it. Questions?
DeAndre.
I'm sorry. Like Coach Gay said, we just didn't flinch, didn't blink. And the team kind of looked at me and kind of said, just make something happen. Shawnee's, gave credit to Shawnee's the most. He looked at me, we took the ball down, he said, Dre, push it, get something good for us. And I just believed in myself, my team believed in me, my coaching staff did, and it worked for us.
Coach said he knew there was no way you were passing. Is that your mentality?
Dre wasn't supposed to think about passing that. His focus and his eye contact never left the rim. We knew that they didn't want to foul, so they just kept backing up. He still was able to get that shot off, and that's all we wanted was a clean look. Let these guys on Zoom ask questions real quick, and we'll get to you guys. Sorry about that. Yes.
No, you're good. DeAndre, is this your 4th career game winner? Is that 4?
3, my third
3?
one.
All right. Well, how do you do it? Is there a secret sauce behind you being clutch, or what is it? I'm curious.
Just confidence. One thing I can say is my freshman year in high school, one of my seniors passed me the ball for a game-winning shot against a rival, in Gary. I missed it, and I was hurt for about 2 weeks. So ever since then, I kind of just told myself to always be fearless in that situation and be confident, and it worked out. It's been working out since then.
DeAndre, kind of follow up to that. It kind of seems like every time that you make a shot with a hand in your face, or I guess like the shot difficulty goes up, you kind of make it there. Why is that? Why are you better with a hand in your face or when the shot difficulty goes up a little bit?
Once again, just go back to credit. What I did in high school, growing up in Gary, we just would play a lot of one-on-ones. Usually that's what's going on, contested shots, and just confidence. Coach Gates, he instills a lot of confidence in each and last one of us on his team, and he gives us, the nod, to be aggressive. And it works out for us and makes us feel good as well.
Dre, we always see you and Sean before the games getting those half-court shots up. As you said, he was kind of the one that gave you that nod. Is that a conversation you guys have had before, that if it comes down to it, one of you are going to take it?
No, we don't premeditate it. It's just this time it just happened. I just happened to be down there with him, but we like to have fun before the game. Practice some shots, just play around a little bit, and it always pays off for us.
No, I've never gone out and seen my team warm up. I don't like seeing them warm up. But I think some of our staff members got upset that they were out at half court shooting shots, right? And again, you have to let young people be young people, because you never know. They know something, right? and you want to put them in situations where they're successful, but those guys doing that either relieve stress or they're really practicing a shot. Both of those situations that I just sort of explained can help us win games, and obviously we saw one tonight. I want my guys to be themselves. I want them all to be themselves, and if they want to shoot 10 half-court shots, when I say bring it in, I let them do that. I allow that to happen. And once they're done, or once they make one or two, and then you have another guy that says, okay, I want to be the one to make it, then it will probably set us back 5 minutes. But that 5 minutes is worth every second. It's worth every second, and tonight it was worth the win.
Dennis, how important was the hot start from Demoy and Sean tonight?
I thought it was outstanding. Those guys were able to click on cylinders. They were defending. They were able to make shots. They were able to get their teammates involved. I thought the spacing was excellent. The second half, I thought Tennessee did a great job of focusing in on those guys, but then other guys stepped up. Mabor Majak won us the ball game. I'll say it again. Mabor Majak won us the ball game. Dre hit the shot. Mabor Majak put us in a position for Dre to hit the shot. There's no doubt in my mind about that, and he was prepared. The 4 minutes that he played was more impactful than any. If you go back and watch, he was able to do a lot of great things in addition to come away with one of two from the free throw line. Sean, you want to grab a seat and get in here? Okay. But it was outstanding. And I just think collectively our team, you know, in a tough environment was able to beat potential 1 seed, potential 2 seed. And, you know, here we are. We'll debrief and see what's next.
Coach, now 7-5 in conference. What does it mean to kind of be battle tested against a good Tennessee team and ahead of an Auburn environment that's going to be tough as well?
Well, I'm not thinking about anything other than debriefing from this game. That's how we run our program. That's how our players run the program. That's how we all think. And we want to be able to watch this game to see some things that we did well, see some things that we didn't do so well, but ultimately see how we executed in situations that allowed us in clear understanding to put ourselves in position for that last shot. And I thought our guys did that. I'm curious to see, you know, what was, you know, position wise and where everyone was. I still can't reflect on what happened, but I do know Dre hit the shot. The biggest thing is they executed. We knew we was getting the ball back, and we knew we had to get a shot up.
Dennis, I was kind of curious. We've talked about quad 1 wins before. Just how big is a quad 1 win in February with, I mean, at the midpoint of February with, you know, a couple weeks left to go?
A road win is important in conference in February, without a doubt. I thought Tennessee coming off a loss at Vandy, it was going to be an emotional game. We knew that we would get the second half version of them where they were clicking. Unbelievable. But to be able to win at Tennessee against a Hall of Fame coach who I respect, it's outstanding. And I would just say, what does that say about us? And I'm proud of our guys. And it's still, we didn't play a perfect game. We didn't play well. We played well in the first half, decent. You know, I thought we were, you know, connected, but that second half, we knew a run was going to come. We just didn't know. We knew we had to be emotionally prepared for it, and we did not complain about one call. You can probably look on the sideline. I was smiling at several calls, and I thought that fed into my players. They didn't see me panic. They didn't see me implode. So therefore, when Demoy fouled out, when Mo fouled out, they did not implode. They were able to stay connected with each other, and I thought that's what allowed us to win the ball game as well.
Time for one last question.
Yeah, when you kind of talk about the stretch that Tennessee went on, what were you kind of telling your players in the under 8 timeouts there as they were red hot? Stop
fouling. We gave up threes and free throws. You can't give up both. I thought in the first half we only gave them twos, and they were able to flip that entire script and go threes and free throws. And when you're scoring or shooting 33 free throws to our 17, that's a big advantage. And we got to do a better job of not fouling full court. I thought it was some that Could have been called when we drove. I think Dre did a great job of keeping his composure when he was able to spin move. He got clipped. They didn't call a foul, which was great. I mean, they allowed us to play, but he kept his composure, and how he responded after that was awesome.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Dre.
Thanks, MIZ.